And we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Hope all of you are doing good. Ralph, welcome back. It's been a while you were here, but it's okay, it's okay. I'm glad you're here now. Thank you. You are like one of the OGs. You've been here for a while. So glad you're here too. And everybody else, whoever is gonna be replaying this live stream tomorrow or later after it's done, I hope all of you are doing well. I'm kind of feeling a bit feverish today. I feel like I got the cold, hopefully not. And go. Thank you for joining as well. I hope you had a good day, good evening. everybody a little tired, but I hope I'm not late for class. You're definitely not late for class. I just started. I should have probably been here 20 minutes ago, but you're definitely not late for class. So welcome to the show. Glad you're here too. Hope you've had a good day so far. Things have been going your way, and been killing those paper trades since it played out like we discussed it yesterday. So yeah, we just started like Ralph was saying. So you're good. You're good. Like all is well. So guys, before I go ahead and start, for anybody that's watching and that will be watching the replay, if you find value in the contents that I bring, if you like the shows, if you feel like you're learning, go ahead and subscribe and smash that thumb and hit the bell, especially the bell, okay, to be notified before I go live next time, because the show is on fire, especially with good questions. A lot of people, trying to learn. So I try to clear up things as much as I can and as much as I know. If I don't know the answer, I'll let you know straight out. But if I know it, I'm definitely gonna try to help you out, okay? So today's gonna be an interesting show, okay? Telling them I'm murdering them. Unfortunately, not just been watching the market. Well, sometimes just laying back and watching the market is not a bad thing to do either, It's better to go and do something when you got a plan ready. Otherwise, it's gonna play you out, So sometimes just, laying back and watching the market is not a bad thing. You're also learning by doing that, so it's completely fine. I do that sometimes when I feel like, well, there's not much to do except, just watch and see how things are going. Today is one of those days, for example. So we're gonna be watching the market together, and there's something interesting. Like I said yesterday, bulls are fighting, but then I remember that I forgot to tell you guys why I think the bulls are fighting. Yes, we did go through the markets and everything, but there is something very interesting going on the BTC USD chart, okay? I'm gonna get to this triangle soon in a minute, but first of all, let me tell you why I was telling you, like, there is some type of fight, okay? Like, bulls are trying to fight. I forgot to tell you this thing yesterday. And when I went through the stream, I was like, wow, I forgot to talk about the most important thing. So here we go, okay? You do know, anybody who's been watching the streams, past streams, you do know that we do have some type of hidden bearish divergence forming on the weekly, on the MACD, right? Okay, but why I'm saying the bulls are trying to fight, and it doesn't mean they can gain control just because they're trying to fight, but we have to give it to them because they're trying to fight, right? We do have some type of bullish divergence forming on the weekly RSI. So you see, both oscillators are telling us two different stories. This one is saying it's a bad divergence, and then this one is saying it's a good divergence. I hope you guys can see it in the screen. Like, look at this point to this point, and look at this point as well, okay? While price is, declining, the RSI is rising, okay? So we do have some type of hidden, like a good divergence going on the weekly. It's not even on the daily, okay? So this is long term. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't mean it can't drop further. I've seen this happen before where there's a good, play on the RSI, but unfortunately, just because there's a good divergence on the RSI doesn't mean like it's all good. Let me go through my notes. I think I've, just like I tell you guys to keep a journal just to remember, what's going on sometimes. Let me check where this happened before. Just a minute. So we can go back and have a look at it so you guys can see what I'm talking about, okay? That's why I say divergence is not everything. Even though it's a good tool to have a look at, it's really not everything, okay? We have to weigh in the market in general, okay? Let me see now, let me see. Okay, I think it was, okay, let's go now. Let's go back to last year, okay? And I hope sound is good, everything is good. If it's not, chat, let me know, okay? Perfect. Yeah, Ralph, I'm glad you're back here. Like there are a lot of other shows, that explain it in different ways, but maybe you like my style. So thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you a lot. Best for the best. Like I said, I'm glad like I'm getting quality people who want to learn and not just anybody. That's that just makes, things better. Okay, so this is what happened last year. Let me go back to the 4th of November. December, I mean. Thank you, MacGo. Thank you, MGT. Thank you. Like I appreciate that a lot. Like it means a lot because there are thousands of other people, trying to do TA. Well, some actually do TA and some I don't want to say anything like that's gonna be hurtful, but some shouldn't. Like some literally should quit because there's a lot of misleading information they give out sometimes, and it really pisses me off because I mean, even though it's I don't know, I would never be able to give misleading information because I don't want people to be wrecked. Really, I don't want people to be wrecked. If I do not know, it's easier for me to say I don't know. Okay, just I don't know, and it's better for you guys, to search it on your own. That's why I appreciate you guys. So thank you for being here. So on the 4th of November, where is it? Where is it? Okay, here you go. You see this? This is the divergence I was talking about that was not respected, okay? Look at this point, 20 September 2021, and this is on the weekly, okay? 20 September 2021, and then compare it with the 20th December of 2021, okay? This is last year. I was watching this closely, so I was like, look, this is why I tell people because yeah, to have an eye on the divergence is good, but I can pinpoint many times the divergence hasn't been respected, even though it's telling us something else, okay? This is one of the times. That's why I'm telling you, even though we see good divergence right now, even though I do see, bulls trying to fight, it doesn't mean they're gonna take over control because we have to look at the general picture, okay? So you see this divergence. I'm just gonna do this so you guys are following. Okay, fine. And then we got this. Okay, so just like this week, price is kind of stalling. It's a bit higher, but RSI is dipping a bit lower. Okay, this is also some type of good divergence for the bulls. Fine, but was it respected? No, we just kept on dipping and dipping. We even dipped harder. Like it just went all the way down. This is why some people that were only playing the divergence, they were talking about BTC 100K and BTC this and BTC that. Thing is, the Eastern indicators was telling us something else. The MACD as well was telling us something else. Because if you look at the MACD, it was definitely telling us that this could be a top for now, okay? And if I even zoom in the daily, it shows even more, okay? So let me remove it. I hope I explained that well. So you guys, don't put all your, all your game in just the divergence, even though it's important to know about, even though it's important to learn. So now let's go to the deeper thing that I want to talk about, okay? Now I've discussed why I've been saying the bulls are trying to fight back. Now I'm gonna tell you why they might fail, okay? This right here, this triangle right here that you can see, okay? Since it's in a downtrend, it's called a bear flag. So we got the pole, we got the flag. So this is a bear flag, okay? If we break anywhere below this one, things are gonna look bad. If we close anywhere below, let's just say 15.8. You guys know the levels we need to close below, right? 15.8. If we close anywhere below 15.8, this is gonna look very bad very fast. Fine. So we got this on the daily going on, a bear flag. And then if we look at the 4-hourly as well, it's kind of the same. Pretty much the same. So we have those two confluences, going at each other. So we got the bears, trying to stay in control, and then we got the bulls trying to come in. It doesn't mean we can't see 18K maybe or 20K. We'll get into that, as time goes. But it definitely doesn't mean that the bulls are in control. They're just trying to fight. Let's clap for them. Good job, but nothing is happening because bears are still in control, more or less, okay? So you see, prior daily candle has already closed. Let's get into that one, the interesting part. Not so interesting since it's the weekend. Maybe we won't see a lot of action, but nevertheless, I have to discuss it. So, prior daily candle closed as a sort of a doji, not bad. Still showing that there's indecision, okay, in the market. I can just imagine a lot of people are probably going in because of the weekly divergence right now. Keep that in mind. Like, I could just imagine why they're going in right now, looking at this. But if they've been here last year, from November to December, they might have a good stop loss ready because, like I showed you, even though there was divergence, it kept on dipping, okay? So on the daily, not much that has changed since yesterday. We still have, negative momentum that's getting weaker, fine. Our size pretty much still weak. We're still below neutral. Volume, not much to talk about really when it comes to the volume. Like, it's stable, just like price is stable. So it's maybe a bit more, interesting if we dig in and look at the, like, 4-hourly. But on the daily, I would not be surprised if we come back and, test at least this level right here around 15,000, 400, and even, 15,400, 16,400, or even 16,200 levels, okay? If we break 16,200 levels, especially on a 4-hourly, like I told you guys last time, there's really not much holding us until 15.8. The big major level right now that is trying to hold everything, by thread is 15.8. We lose this level on a daily, you know what prices are waiting for us, guys. I've discussed this over and over and over, and if you don't know, just head back, to the last streams. You will definitely find it there, okay? So, all in all, on the 4-hourly chart, look how this moving average, short-term moving average, is kind of, still being respected as some type of resistance right now, okay? Looking at the MACD, it's still positive, but we're losing strength. RSI, we were above neutral, but we never made it to bullish territories. Never made it to bullish territories, and now we're back, we're like just rolling over. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back and test, again, like 16.5, 16.4 levels. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, because look at this bear flag, okay? It's been respected most of the time, as you guys can see, okay? So this by the way, guys, remember when I told you, if you want to learn about trend lines when it comes to the basic stuff, at least just head over and find the video in my channel about how to, I think the title is called how to draw trend lines the correct way, okay? Because that's basic stuff. I mean, basic stuff. And these things, when I see there are a lot of people that has watched that one, or okay, maybe there's no need for that. I'm just gonna, put it in Patreon for the members only, okay? For the members only, because these things are important to know. It's advanced, but before you jump into advanced, like I told you, we are humans, we advance, right? But before we advance, we learn to walk, before walking, we learn to crawl, and so on. So before looking at this, if you want to understand these things better, the advanced side of trend lines, I'm telling you now, have a look at that video where I've explained basic stuff. So everything's going to be easier for you to understand, when you become a member, and you can look at the advanced videos, okay? I'm just trying to make things easier for you guys, so you don't, go forward and backward a lot to try to understand what's going on. Fine? So, perfect, Mexico. MGT. I have a difficult, and I don't want to say wannabe because you're not, wannabe, so MGT, okay? It's gonna be your nickname from me, at least. So have a look at it. It will be like a good help for you guys. All right. On the 4-hourly chart, like simply said, we do have some support around 16,000, and let's just say here. I know we have a lot of support we've already spoken about, but nevertheless, okay, around these levels. That's why I told you, MGT, yesterday I told you that I wouldn't be getting like exiting the paper trade we were talking about yesterday. I'd actually wait for it, to come a bit more lower, at least, 16,500. That's why I told you you wouldn't be losing a lot in your paper trade. Then it would be like plus minus zero, So we came back down. We're holding, but I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced when it comes to Bitcoin right now. Like, even though there is hidden bullish divergence on the weekly forming, if we go any lower and this starts rolling, or like rolling below this point right here, forget about it. Like, completely forget about it. And on top of that, do not forget this horrible candle, prior weekly candle, okay? I mean, let me see if we can, okay, like if it closes anything like this in 2 days, fine, we are gonna see, some type of indecision, but it really doesn't mean a lot. Like, I don't see anything telling us we are gonna see a reversal yet. When we do, it's gonna be interesting, but right now, okay, shortly put, we saw some indecision right here also, right? We went up a little bit, we tanked. We saw some indecision right here as well, right? We went up a little bit and tanked. So there's nothing guaranteeing us that it won't happen again, or it will happen again. You see what I mean now? That's why I'm saying be careful. Let's wait to see any confirmation before we make any judgments. So it's better to see if we see any reversal signals first. And we're probably gonna see that not on the weekly per se, but probably on the daily or the 4 hourly, since you can use daily and 4 hourly, for swing trading at, as well. Like 4 hourly charts, if you look at a 4 hourly candle, it can be used for swing trading, like when it comes to a few days, sometimes even weeks, okay? Because some people think 4 hourly is just short term. No. Sometimes, yeah, the market jumps fast. There is a lot of volatility, but most of the time, it might take days or even a week or two, okay? And this is the 4 hourly chart. And it could be the same thing, with the daily. It could take weeks, okay? Like when we're talking short term, then we should be looking at the hourly chart, okay? A lot of people just, rather look at the hourly so they don't sleep on their bags or they don't sleep with trades open. And I understand that because some people might be sweating, especially if they have high leverage and so on. But that's if you don't manage your risks. If you manage your risks, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to sleep without having any problems. But when I say manage risks, I'm also talking about stop losses. If you forget about your stop loss, you can get up and because nothing is a promise in the market. Nothing at all, okay? So you can wake up and realize that your funds are gone. Like the exchange has eaten it up just because you didn't have any stop loss, okay? And sometimes you can get stopped out when the prices, continues to go up. That's also a pain. That's also a pain. If you're doing like any trades with the, well, I, for example, myself, because this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I would do trades with like a big chunk of money, I'd rather be watching the market and not leaving the computer, like definitely not leaving the screen. Watch it, finish it, get out of it, and then I'm done. But if it's, if it's a little bit of money, okay, fine. Like, and always think about what you can afford to lose. Like, don't go all in things, and I don't know what, especially if you're not experienced. Don't. Even if you're experienced, that's not probably the smartest. If don't, just don't. You can do what you like, but I'm telling you from what I know, that's gonna be heavy on you guys, okay? So on the hourly, because we already discussed, the resistance levels and the support levels, really, like not much has changed. But looking at the hourly, we do have some nice action. If you guys look at this one right here, okay, after a downtrend, I think I've spoken about this chat. You know what pattern this is? Let me remove this one. And look, for hourly and hourly support, kind of the same, right? Interesting. Okay, anyways, chat, as I keep on talking, let me know what this three pattern line is called. This one plus this one plus this one right here, okay? MGT. Trust me, I know if you forgot, if you forget about your stop loss, you're going to get wrecked. Yes, wrecked with capital letters, definitely. You know, that's why Alameda and FTX and the rest got wrecked, since Caroline was going around and talking about not using stop losses. Bless her soul. Like, I don't know why she would say that. So it's very important that we use stop losses, okay? Just do the opposite of what Alameda Research did or what FTX did, and you'll probably do a bit better than what they did. Like, it's crazy, it's crazy. So since we had this pattern, we had a little bit of a push to the upside, okay, which is not bad, but we do have resistance around. Look, old support, new resistance, old resistance, old resistance. So we do have resistance around 16,731. And I'm talking about hourly. Hourly, okay? Do not confuse it with midterm, long term. We're talking short term, okay? If we can break above this one on the hourly, next would be around this. I could just stretch this line out, but you guys can see it, right? And look at the price to your right. You guys can see that it's 16,850-ish around these levels. So we have resistance around these areas, okay? If we can break above that, you know what's waiting. Next resistance, it's gonna be around these levels, fine. So that's Bitcoin. I think we fully covered it. Like we've already discussed, you know, the most important thing that I forgot about yesterday in yesterday's stream. So take with you that even though we have bullish divergence going on, it doesn't mean it's gonna be respected, because I showed you an example of why and how and so on. And keep in mind, market sentiment is right now in a downtrend. Like things are looking bad. And I did say like a few days ago, like this is what happened was FTX, and I think Genesis was affected. A lot of others got affected, except except Binance, for now, at least for now, okay? Because we don't know what's gonna happen with Binance either. So I don't know. I think we're still in a Black Swan event, thanks to Sam and gang, the veggie gang. So we'll see where we end up. So that's Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum right now. So if you look at Ethereum, you saw how we had this nice divergence, you know, building on Bitcoin, right? If you look at Ethereum, do you see that it's kind of the same here too? Okay, kind of. But I do not like this bear flag. I don't. This parallel channel, just look at it as a bear flag, okay? If like I don't like this. I just do not like this pull. We are ranging within, you know, this channel right here. Art line acted as resistance. Horrible weekly prior candle. It's not looking good. Like I think one of the main reasons why Ethereum hasn't dropped as bad as Bitcoin in general, it's because a lot of people have their, you know, ETH locked. Okay, so I think that's the reason, you know, we didn't see this horrible tank when it comes to Ethereum, you know, because if you think about it, Bitcoin fell much more than Ethereum did, if you think about it, okay? Wanna be, sorry, MGT, what is that green line in the 1500 S indicating? Let me see, green line. Is it this one you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken? This one around 1548 level? Okay. So if you have a look, because I have to zoom in, because we were in the weekly. If I show you this in the weekly, you're not gonna get it, so I'm just gonna zoom in. This used to be support that we broke above, and it used to be also resistance. This is interesting, look, because when I was looking at this, I was actually talking with a friend, and he was like, please, like, he's not in front of the screen a lot and so on, so he was like, please let me know when you see Ethereum around $1,600. And I asked him why. He was like, yeah, well, I'm probably gonna sell then, and I don't know what. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I told him that, and then he turned around and he was like, do you think it's gonna go to 2000? I was like, you just told me to let you know when it goes to 1600. And I was like, no, I don't think so, but you do what you like. You do what you like. I was like, okay, fine. So it went to 1600 and it was kind of holding around these levels. And I called him again to ask him, if he was still holding. He was like, yeah, I'm waiting for it, to go to at least 2000 and diamond hands, and after 2000 I'm pretty sure he was gonna say 4000, just just pushing it. So he was like, I just want to hold. And then I kind of just told him, like, it's probably not, like, if I was him, I'd probably not be holding, okay? So that was when I did this, drawing on my own. He never saw it, but I did this drawing. So look, MGT, on the 4 hourly, you can't see it on the daily either, okay? That's why I went straight to 4 hourly. On the 4 hourly, this trend line was holding as support, like it was holding perfectly, okay? I could stretch it out a little bit, but there's no need really. So it was acting as support here, acting as support here, and then we came down and fell below it, and look what happened. It kind of got confirmed that this is an important trend line, okay? Important line to have an eye on. We came below it. We tried to go up. No, it didn't work. Rejected, rejected, rejected. You see, it's acting as a perfect resistance. Like, we wicked above it, but really the bodies are in line. You see? So we went when we broke above this on a 4 hourly candle. When we actually closed a body above this, I can try to zoom in so you can see what happened. We had a nice bounce, right? We came back down, we were holding, we went up. Once we broke below it though, and you can see this in the hourly, if I am not mistaken, I remember seeing this in the hourly especially. Right here on the hourly, once we closed below it, it was bye-bye. Literally bye-bye. We just, tanked. We completely tanked, okay? We came back, we tested it as a resistance level again, and we kept on tanking, you see? So it's just a line, a trend line, another tool telling you, well, if you've drawn it, see if it's respected, and if it breaks it, maybe it's good, just to do what you're doing now, just watch the market and not do much, you see? So it's just a trend line that I drew on my own. Nothing special with it, like just a trend line, literally just a trend line. And these are the things you can learn in that video that I had out. Well, this is kind of advanced, but when you learn about it's interesting, yeah. When you learn about trend lines, you are gonna try to, like, look, you have to try to practice it on your own. For example, after you watch that video, how to draw trend lines correctly, the best thing for you to do would be trying, to practice it on your own, okay? And then the more you practice it, the more you're gonna realize what works, what doesn't work. And then when you guys are members, you're gonna realize also, those advanced types of trend lines. So you add everything up together and you will understand the market like even better. Well, it's not always respected, Ralph. It's not always respected, but most of the time it is. Most of the time it is. Like, I understand what you mean, because in the streams it's been respected more than it's look, this is not magic, okay? Because just because most of the TA I do is respected, it doesn't mean everything is gonna be respected. Like I keep on telling you guys, okay? Sometimes, yeah, as a tool, yeah, it's respected more or less. And if it's If it's not respected, it just means that it failed. Simple. Like, you don't have to be mad, okay? It's not magic. It's not always 100%. Things, even though you do good TA, even though your trend lines are on point, they're not gonna be respected always. So you don't have, to beat yourself off. You don't have to be mad at yourself or, pissed off at the market. That's just the way it is. And you'll be able to learn about that also in that video, because I speak about these things. It's not magic. It's not supposed to be respected always 100, percent. Sometimes they're not respected, and it's fine. It's okay. But they do help you manage your trades better. Okay? So, where were we? So Ethereum, there is some type of, nice divergence going on. Fine. I don't like we got 2 days to go. In 2 days, I think it's going to be interesting. Sunday's candle is going to be interesting to have an eye on. So let's just, jump into the daily and see what's going on. Daily moving averages. Okay. That's good. That's good, Ralph. That's good. Like, I'm glad you watched it and you feel like you started, seeing what I'm talking about. Like, everything, connects, starts, what I'm saying starts to connect in your head, and you go like, oh, okay, now I get the point. So it's yeah, you got to do the combo. Watch the videos, they're educational, and then you come and watch the streams, and then but if you become members as well, everything's gonna click for you. Like, it's gonna be clicking even more. Okay, like I said, if I just wanted to have viewers as fast as possible and so on, I'd probably be making other types of stream. I know this is the hard way to get subscribers and a lot of viewers, because I'm not sitting down and just hyping things or talking about S coins and I don't know what, or like MGT call them cripples. Okay, I just want to come and give value, and that makes me feel better. Like, knowing somebody got value out of the stream and they're doing better, paper trading or whatever, I'd sleep better and I feel better. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling. Okay, Ethereum daily. This is this. Let me just see something now. Just hold on. Yeah, no. Okay, not really an IH, and I'm gonna explain this to you guys also. Like, these are advanced things and a little bit mixed, but I'm gonna explain to you guys this, on Patreon, because it's too much to get into. But on the daily, Ethereum USDT price action is still far away from the moving averages. Like, I do not like this, and I'm looking at my other screen. It's not looking healthy, guys. Like, the short-term moving average just started curling below the midterm. Okay, that's not a good sign for the bulls. It's not a good sign for the bulls. Like, we're trying to hold this channel. We are trying by a thread, but I don't know how long it can hold. We will see what's gonna happen. Um, let me see. MGT. How far back is that trend line video? It's not on the live stream, so don't search for it in the live. Like Ralph said, I think it's 2 months ago. I think he's right. So it's in the video section, and I think it was one of the first. Well, not one of the first. Let me see now. Mm, it's been a while I made it, actually. Yeah, Ralph is right. Ralph is right. It's about 2 months ago now, okay? So you'll find it there. I don't have a lot of videos, out on, well, yeah, okay, there are a few, but it's the second video, okay? Second video in the video section because there's the short section, live section, and video section. So just head over to the video section and it's the second video when you go to the bottom, okay? Perfect. So, Ralph, it's good, it's good, it's good. That's good. That's only good. I'm sure it's stuck in your head. So Ethereum, we still have resistance around 1,235-ish, okay? Even on the daily right now, that's the first resistance I'm looking at. Like if we can close any daily above this one, second resistance is around these levels, guys, around 1,291, 1,300. Not much has changed there still. It's pretty much the same. Same goes for the 4 hourly chart. Okay, this is the 3 hourly. Same goes for the 4 hourly chart, okay? Not much has changed. And look at the funny thing. It's in line, this resistance that I'm talking about with the trend line is in line with this moving average right here, okay? So it goes hand in hand. So we really need to see a close above $1,237. Okay, let's to be a bit more conservative, 1,240. We do that, see eventually around 1,291, $1,300. Otherwise, support is the same. If you've been watching the stream, I'm just gonna stretch this out again because it's literally the same. Look at this. Not much has changed. It's still the same, okay? So that's Ethereum. If we break these levels, you know what's coming next. I don't see anything on the 4 hourly like indicating any reversal at the moment, nothing like that. Um, there is no divergence. Well, hold on. Okay, yeah, there was some nice divergence going on, but where is the action? All it did was this. This was the best candle it could give us, like the best action we saw. And since then, not much has happened. Okay, we do have positive momentum on the MACD, which is fine. Okay, but I think RSI is below neutral, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, yep. So you see, guys, like I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. Let's see if until Sunday, the shorter time frame trend or reversal, if we see any change to the sentiment like on the shorter time frame, but otherwise I cannot say things are looking good for Ethereum, like especially on the daily. Looking at the 20 period average breaking below the midterm, it is it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Okay, let's head over to the next one. Let's see now. Let's see if there's anything juicy in the market. Last time we found our weave, it was just a coincidence. Let's see if there's anything juicy right now. The weekend, it's pretty slow, not much going on, but I'm sure we can find something, okay? Maybe I should head over to CoinMarketCap and see what losers we have, what gainers we have. What in the world is BNX? Binary X. Like this is the first time I'm looking at this. Hold on. Okay, let's have a look at it. Just because, you know, guys, I told you most analysts, if you give them a chart like this one and ask them to analyze it, they're probably gonna say no, no, because it's not easy to do analysis on these type of coins. Okay. Um, but we did do it on Zen, we did do it on Mask, like we did it many times. TA got respected, so it's not always gonna be respected. Don't be so hyped, but we're gonna do it again, okay? And live this time. When it's live, it's even better. So, since I have other types of, moving averages on this one, I'd like to look at just hold on, the 20 period moving average as well. Okay, we got 20 period, we got 50 period, we got 200 period on the daily, so that's good. So it means we can do something. But weekly, forget about it. We're not gonna get into it that much when it comes to the moving averages, but there are other things we can discuss instead, okay? So this BNX is kind of looking interesting. This is the first time I'm looking at it, by the way. I've never had a look at it before. You can see it on the chart, okay? I don't even know what it is fundamentally. Besides, I'm not into, fundamentals in this channel. There are other channels for that, but we do talk about fundamentals sometimes. This is just, TA channel, okay? So, do you see, after everything I've been talking about past days, chat, do you see like this, the best way to learn sometimes is to try to answer questions, okay? And even for me, I only get better when I'm teaching. A teacher only gets better and they advance even more and they develop even more when they're teaching others. Because it's already stuck in my head, but it's like I'm probably gonna be able to do this, half blind if I have to. But anyways, we got this bullish divergence going on BNX. Fine. You can see it on the MACD, okay? You can't see it on the RSI. Let me just check. You can also see it on the RSI. I take that back. You can also see it on the RSI from the 29th of August-ish areas to now. Fine. And on top of that, guys, you're gonna love the Patreon courses because, okay, let me tell you something. Okay? This is not looking bad in one condition. In one condition. We have to close. Let me look at the daily just to be double sure, okay? Just hold on. Because I like the weekly divergence going on. But on the daily, yeah, if we can't close, okay, perfect. It's good that I came here and saw. We have to close above, and let's be a bit more conservative because I don't want to, we have to close above $160 at least. If we can do that, if it manages to close above $160, see eventually around, so if it closes above $160, see eventually around, let's see now, let's have a look at this. Okay, 178. Okay, let me do this now live. Let me double check. You see, like, notice what I'm doing, guys, okay? Notice what I'm doing because it's gonna be helpful when you guys are charting on your own. Yep, yep. You see, guys, I went from the daily. You saw it, right? I went from the daily. I zoomed into the 4 hourly and I double checked just one thing, okay? And remember, I'm not using fib, I'm not using anything like that, just straight, simple, well, I can't call it logic, just TA, you know? I think it comes with experience as well. Anyways, look how this has been acting as resistance before, right? Support, 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 resistance again, support, 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 resistance again. Do you notice? Did you see that, chat? Since it's pretty new, we can't do a lot with it, but we're doing the best we can do, right? We're doing the best we can do. So if we can close above, so I'm gonna draw a box right here. Perfect, 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 Ralph and MGT. Glad you saw that. Right here, and we got our first resistance level, first profit taking level. Let me just write it down. First resistance, fine. But that is, again, because I don't want people to be confused and hype up because I see resistance around these levels. That's why I told you if actually, you know what? This is not the first. This should be the second since we are at the first right now, okay? Let me change this. That wouldn't be fair. So second up here, but right now we're already at the first one. No need for me to draw it, I think. You guys get the idea, right? So let's have a look for support levels, you know, in case it actually fails to break out of this level, then you know it's gonna be coming back down, okay? I already see support with my eyes, but let me double check. Double check is always good. Oh, by the way, let me see if there's any bearish divergence going on, because we only saw, you know, the weekly bullish divergence, but let me see the bearish side. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, do not be shocked if we see a pullback right here. There is some type of hidden bearish divergence. Only way it's gonna be like invalid is if we break above 162. You see, like it's close to 160. I should probably do this then. Well, no need. If we can close above 162.3, okay, on the daily, it's gonna be invalid. If we don't, which wouldn't be surprising since we are at resistance levels right now, we're gonna pull back. Simple as that, okay? There is hidden bearish divergence, like from this point to this point, from this point to this point. So multiple bearish divergences. So we have to be a bit cautious, okay? Where was I? We were gonna discuss support, right? And I think it's better that we do that on a daily level. I mean, excuse me, I mean 4 hourly level. Since it's pretty new, a lot can happen on a daily. Oh, by the way, okay, hold on. Hypothetically, oh, if you were to trade at how would you do it? Just want to see your thoughts. Okay, simple. Um, Now I don't know if this is like available when it comes to futures. Well, let's say we're doing it spot wise, okay? Spot wise, I'd have to go like back a little bit because let's say this have not played out yet, okay? This has not played out yet. You see that we've had, resistance around these levels, fine. Like, if I saw it breaking out of this, let me draw a line. Okay, and this is perfect, actually. Just a minute, let me do this as well. It should actually be green since this is an ascending triangle. Okay. Forget the fact that this has happened, okay? Just try to ignore this part. Fine, NGT, try to ignore this upside action above this green line, okay? Let me remove all indicators just to keep it clean and simple right now. So, let's say, like I said, let's say we're somewhere around these levels. We're somewhere around these levels and I'm keeping my eye on it, okay? I'd see if there's anything telling us, we are being, rejected around these levels because this is a resistance level right here. Okay, fine. Look at this. This is where we started going down. And if we zoom in, I bet you, if we zoom in, we're gonna see some type of signal telling us that it's time to go down. Even on the indicators, I have to bring them forward right now. Okay, so you know how I zoom in into the 4 hourly, the hourly, and I try, to weigh in everything. Like if you get stuck to one chart, you're probably gonna be burned. Like most of the time, that's why you have to weigh in everything, okay? So we saw this bullish candle right here, okay? Then what happens? We start seeing indecision. We start seeing indecision, like bulls are losing strength, okay? We get a warning sign, doji. It's kind of warning you after this, fine. We get this bearish candle, okay? Then it tries to pull up, but we're still being rejected. Where? Right here. Right here, we're being rejected again. Some more indecision after this uptrend, some more, I'd probably be out when I notice these candles, especially this pattern right here. And I've spoken about this pattern a lot in my streams, a lot. So this pattern, and if you wonder why, I'm gonna put it like easily explained for you guys, okay? This candle, just a moment. This candle right here, it closed at 140.6, right? 140.6. This candle right here opened at 138.7. Do you, it's pretty close, right? It's, no, sorry, it's closed. I mean, this candle opened at 100, closed at, closed at 140.6, and this candle opened at 140.6, okay? 140.6. This didn't end up going up, but it came down and it went halfway deep into this prior engulfing candle, because this is a nice green candle, okay? If you think about it, look at it, it's a nice green candle. It came halfway deep into it, so this red candle closed deeply into this prior green candle, okay? What is it telling you? It's telling you this is a dark cloud cover. What is it implying? It's implying a reversal. So looking at this on the hourly, I would have probably, just went out. Simple, fine. Then let's get to the point where I start getting in, okay? Because that's what you're wondering, how I'd play this market, right? Okay, fine. So you saw the reversal, pattern. So this was around these levels. We came back down. We never, came all the way to this support level right here. We came back down, and then we get another, pattern telling us, well, we're probably gonna be going up. And then you look at this, look at the RSI, you look at the RSI, it's telling you, well, we're building bullish divergence right now. Okay, so you got that, and you got the patterns telling you as well. Eastern and Western, both, telling you, okay, it might be time, for us to go a bit back up. Fine, but don't forget, we're still at resistance. So I'd come back here, and I'd probably not buy this area. I wouldn't, because I'd rather wait. I'm the type, I'd rather wait till it comes to actual support around these levels. You remember what we spoke about last time? I'd rather get in at support and rather get out at resistance. So I'd probably wait for support. I wait for support. I see something interesting going on, and then I dip in again. So you remember the 1 hourly pattern that we saw that was telling us a reversal was coming, right? Look at this candle. This candle right here. It closed at 124.4. Okay, 124.4. This one opened at 124.3. If anybody ever asks you what's the opposite of DC, just tell them the piercing pattern. Okay, this is what I'm explaining to you right now. I'm not gonna go so deep into it, but I'm explaining it very shortly for you guys. In Patreon, you'll find like detailed explanations for these things. Like these are the educations people have paid thousands of dollars for and read many books for, including myself. Okay, this is telling you another indication that market is about to reverse. Simple as that. And we're at support. Okay? So we go back up, look at resistance, we come back to touch resistance, but I'd wait here. I would not get out at these levels. For those wondering why, on the daily, I don't see anything telling us to get out. Perfect. On the daily, nothing telling us, to get out really, fine. Even here, there was something telling you to get out, okay? Here's same thing. So let's zoom in to the 4 hourly. This is around the 9th of September, right? September. Do you see any difference between the price action at these levels, at this area, at this area and this area, or this area? Do you see any difference? The difference is we actually had a body close above this resistance line. So I would not be going up, just let it ride. And on top of that, On top of that, do not forget the whole picture, which is this is an ascending bullish triangle it broke out of. An ascending triangle it broke out from, okay? So broke out, we came back, retested support, no worries, fine, okay? Still above it, came back, acts, it's kind of acting as resistance one way or the other around these, not resistance, support around these levels, and it's not, surprising because if you look to your left, if you look to your left, if we do this, this is where we've seen support over and over again, right? And at the same time, this is where we saw some type of, resistance as well, okay? Simple. Old resistance, new support. How's that, MGT? How's that? Do you see how I would have played this market, even though I saw some indications here, tell me, well, I can get in. There is some type of bullish divergence and so on. I'd rather get in when it comes and actually touches support. Sometimes it doesn't, so keep your eyes open to see if there's anything telling you in the Japanese or, you know, Eastern indicators or Western indicators telling you, okay, maybe you shouldn't be waiting. Maybe you should like get in now, okay? So yeah, I definitely get in here and I would not get out here. Not when I see it break. You saw it break on the 4 hourly. So why would you do that? Let me just remove all the indicators and remove this drawing right here because it's clogging everything else. There you go. So on the 4 hourly, it was the first body we had that broke out of this. Yeah, it shows that it's not fully random. Oh, no, it's not fully random. That's why, I get pissed off when some people say, TA is garbage. Have you even given it that chance? Like, you can't say TA is garbage. Or maybe the people, telling you about TA are not teaching you the right things. So then it's, I understand why they think it's garbage, after paying, hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars and then just being wrecked over and over again. Then I understand. I actually feel bad for the people. And some would never probably even give it a chance again, and I understand that too. But giving up is the worst part. Like, do not give up because look, like you found your way to your stream. I'm sure you watch like other channels, like you said, but eventually, when you realize that a channel does not, deliver the way they're supposed to, you're just gonna leave, try to find, some other, ways. And when you do, you might find Chart Striker. You might find this one, you see? So it's not random. Like everything is TA wise, it's calculated, okay? It's just like what we did with Arweave when we were looking at the 1 minute chart. You remember that one? Like some people would not be able to do that because they might say they are great analysts and so on, but unless you can do things like that, maybe you're not so good. And yeah, using the fibs, it's fine. I respect the Fibonacci a lot, but it's important to have a look at both types of, indicators. Yeah, I have been on a channel that would really get you wrecked. Well, yeah, like I said, I know there are these, I don't know if it's because they themselves, learned from not so great sources. I don't know what the thing is, or maybe they were in a hurry to get out there and teach other people, but like I feel sorry for them because they're also, because I don't think anybody wants to go on YouTube and talk, just to have, a bad reputation. I don't think people would do that. But yeah, sometimes it happens, unfortunately. Ralph, you're so sweet. Thank you. That's sweet of you. I appreciate that. Hopefully, all of you are in good hands. But then again, I always tell you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? So you always have to triple check the facts. Even what I'm telling you, triple check it. Like I'm telling you to do it because, okay, I'm confident in myself. I know that. I know the value I bring as well. But that's why I can say openly, go ahead and check it. Go ahead and check it. And if you have any feedback, like anybody is welcome to talk, but not just feedback because you want what I'm saying goes against what you want the market to do. If it's that type of feedback, it's also welcome, but you're gonna wreck yourself. Like you're gonna wreck yourself if you're too stuck on how you want the market to go. So, chat. Do you remember the warning signs I spoke about? You see this warning sign? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is telling you? What is it telling you? Ralph, MGT. I'm sure MGT knows this one because I've been drilling this in your head over and over. What is this candle alone, this candle alone, this candle alone, this candle, like simple. If we can't break, and I'm being, conservative, if we can't break above $160 on this one, we won't see the other levels I was speaking about, okay? That would be around these levels right here. 174 to, why is it, okay, just a minute. This one should be a bit higher. Okay, then we won't be able to see 174 to 178. I mean, that's not bad. That's like 13%, Little profits added up make the big profits. Some people would go like, nah, I don't want to trade it because, it's just 12%, but 12% is better than 0% if you ask me. Like, I feel like this is about to drop. This is about to drop. Like, do not be shocked if you see it drop, okay? Too many warning signs going on. Too many of them. I'm trying to find support. That's why I'm quiet and just, looking with my eyes right now, chat. So if we lose this level right here, okay, let me do this. If we lose this level right here, looks like there is not much holding us until these levels right here, guys. Just be aware. Anybody going in right now is probably likes to gamble. Yep. So if you come back down here, no surprise at all, okay? But if we break this level right here, we don't have anything holding us until, hold on, something. Okay, not much holding us until these levels right here. And this is on the 4 hourly. On the daily, it would be another type of support, but we're not gonna get into it because I already told you guys where the support is on the daily. Okay, it's just a bit lower below this, you know, second support level. So yeah, it's very risky right now. It's very risky. Like, I would not be getting in. Like, if I was to trade this, like, we're talking a lot about paper trades. Like, this is absolutely not the place to get in. I don't know if this exists in futures. Let me just check it out. Yeah, it looks like it. It is on futures. So yeah, talking about, hypothetic hypothetically, I'd probably rather go short, if anything, instead of, going in or going long or buying at these levels. I'd probably do the opposite. Definitely the opposite. If I was to choose, the opposite. Look, because we couldn't close above it. Simple. Perfect, perfect, perfect. MGT. Like, I like that. Like, you see, this is what I told you. Like, eventually you're gonna be like a year from now, or a year from yesterday, we are gonna be laughing. You're gonna be in another, mindset, because you're gonna get, charting better. Like, we're probably gonna see this dump live now. Looks like it. Let me have a look at the 10-minute chart. Like, what is this? I'm trying to see what this is. What is this? Is this a gap down? Is this supposed to be a candle? Hold on. Wow, okay. Yeah, it was. You see this little line here? This is a candlestick, okay? We can't even see it. This is another one right here. Craziness. Craziness. I thought I was seeing like, I thought I was like hallucinating or something, but it is a candlestick, okay? Okay, guys. So, right? Like, I can't see it either. It's sick, but yep. Okay, Ralph, MGT, and the other person that is lurking. I'm just gonna take a 2 to 3 minute break, okay? I will put the Bitcoin chart on, or I'll just probably leave this one. I don't know what to do, but I can leave this one on as well. Since we just talked about it, you guys are probably gonna see it dump live. Um, Let me see if I can bring the Bitcoin chart as well. Just a minute. Because I don't want you guys to miss this one in case it dumps, okay? It's gonna be interesting. Okay, you got the Bitcoin, chart right here. 10-minute chart on for you guys. Yep, it was a mini candle, Ralph. Mini candle. Mini candle, but big damage. So we'll see what happens. And you got the BNX chart to your right, okay? So 2-3 minutes, stand by, get yourself some aqua, some water, stretch your legs if you need to, and I'll be right back, lovely people. So chat, friends, I am back. Sometimes you just have to stretch your legs, drink some water, get some energy again. So let me remove this chart and we see this one dumping. So it means TA respected, right? Okay. So you see, that's why I'd rather, like, in theory, short this or get the hell out instead of getting in at these areas or longing. Because, looking at this one, looking at the daily, it still doesn't, look bad. But the fact that we can't, close above $160, it does say a lot. Um, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Like, I appreciate all the compliments. It's really it makes me blush. Thank you a lot. Hopefully, when you join the Patreon, you know, group, um, you'll be able, like, whatever you invest for the education, for, to get knowledge, you'll be able to make it back. That's the whole point. You see, I don't want, money to be wasted. So you guys will realize on your own that it's gonna be very, very helpful. Okay, so even if it's paper trades, you will see your paper trades will hopefully be doing better, okay, than before. So yeah, that's BNX. I've covered up, mostly short term because I can't really do much when it comes to the longer time frames because it's pretty new. It came out in 2021. It's been dead pretty much since then. I mean, this was kind of you see, you can't see much when it comes to the Western indicators. There's nothing telling you when it comes to the Western indicators because some would wonder why would you get in, like how would you know to get in at these levels? Well, the Japanese indicators are telling you that, okay? They're telling you there is a chance of this, bouncing up. And then especially when we broke this level right here, around $44.6, it was good to go, okay? On the weekly, it was good to go. So you got a weekly telling you it's probably time to keep your eyes on it. And when it comes to the daily, let's see if there's anything telling us the same on the Western indicators, because we have some more information when it comes to Western. Yeah, nothing on the Western really telling you anything, but let's see now. Look, downtrend, indecision, nice bullish engulfing candle, but same thing, same, same, kind of pretty much the same here. Like on the daily, you could see when it broke around $27.5, okay, 27.5, kind of good to go. The fact that it came back and it held support around these levels, okay, was only good. So if you look in general, like, yeah, this was something like that would have been nice to trade, but it's the first time I'm seeing it. I haven't seen it before. There are so many coins out there, so it's easy to miss some. And yeah, I don't like this bearish divergence going on, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I do believe we'll see a pullback, but we'll see. Let's get over to Cardano. I don't know if it's been doing anything since the last stream. Pretty much still doing nothing. Literally nothing. There is no nice divergence going on Cardano. If anything, we do have hidden bearish divergence going on, okay? And we are losing strength in the positive, MACD. We are losing strength. Don't like this. Let's see now. If we do this, yeah, MGT, yeah, they are. If you think about it, when Bitcoin goes up a little bit, they kind of have a bigger move, okay? If you like, I know you're pretty new, but they do have bigger moves. If Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin goes to 25K, okay, from wherever it is. An example, just an example. It goes up to 25K. These coins are gonna be doing maybe 10x, okay, at minimum 20x, while maybe Bitcoin is doing 1x, 2x. You understand what I mean? So they're definitely profitable, but you have to have a look at the general sentiment of the market. So you have to look at Bitcoins, you have to look, at altcoins, not just Bitcoin alone, not just altcoins alone, because if Bitcoin starts dipping, just as much as they pump many in like higher, they're gonna dump even lower, okay? Okay, so there is this channel that Ralph, why ADA is not moving that much? Well, fundamentally, I can't, like, I don't know what to tell you fundamentally because I don't know much, okay? Fundamentally, what's going on. But if you ask me TA-wise, it's just really respecting TA. I can't say much. If you've been following the stream, I know you haven't been watching past weeks, but if you've been following it, like TA-wise, it's been respected. And I know Cardano is one of those old OGs. It's been here a while. A lot of people like it, if not love it, okay? But I can't say much fundamental. But TA-wise, it's still, look at this. We had this bearish divergence going on, on both, oscillators. So I was expecting a dump. We are at support, but if we lose 0.31, we're going lower, okay? When they say fundamentals, you mean like what the company is doing? Exactly, exactly. It's very important to have an eye on FA, fundamental analysis. It's good to do some fundamental analysis, okay? Thing is, I know I know a whole lot about Cardano, like the company, Charles, the founder of Cardano and so on, but I can't say I know a lot about what's going on fundamentally right now. I don't know the news around Cardano. I have no idea. I haven't been watching it that much because you know what they say? Show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. Just because they say that though, and even though it's true, it doesn't mean you should not look at the fundamentals, okay? It's good to have an eye on the fundamentals as well. Just like FTX, if people had an eye on what was going on with FTX, with Sam and everything, they would have probably pulled their funds out from the exchange faster, And at the same time, when it comes to FTT, well, unfortunately, they removed it from Binance. Let's have a look if it's on. Well, it's on KuCoin. Okay. Look at FTT, for example. If we look at FTT, and this is not fundamentally, just TA-wise, okay? Now, let's say you know what's going on fundamentally with FTT. And then you look at the TA, like This is looking horrible, horrible. Like we got clear bearish divergence going on, okay? And what happened when we lost this level right here? And this level, by this level, I mean old support. It was acting as support since June, okay? The minute we lost it, we got this horrible bearish candle, okay? Now it's pretty much like I'm telling you guys, if we see it at zero, it's not shocking. You know what happened with the Luna after the crash? And this is something similar, okay? Just a bit worse. Ralph, why we'll do this in our community? Do you mean I don't understand your question. Rewrite it again. I think you mean, I think you mean, why do they do this in our community? But it's really not our community, you know? It's really not our community. Like we are not responsible for what happened with FTX or Sam or they're just bad actors in the community, but it's not our community. Like luckily, like this community, Chart Strikers community, it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be one of the best. One of the best, because honesty comes first. So we're definitely not gonna be like I'm not aiming to be a bad, actor in this community. Like there are lots, there are enough. People need, people they can trust, people they can learn from, and that's what I'm aiming for. There's so much bad in the crypto space that new people do not even want to touch crypto because of everything going on. And I understand that. So that's why we have to be better. Like who knows, maybe one of you are gonna be doing something in crypto. You might decide to make a project or so on. Just remember, like, we need good people in this community. Enough with all the bad actors. I mean, really enough. It looks like FTX is holding on a thread now. It is. I've been saying that for a good while now, since we broke this level. It was bye. I mean, really bye. The fact that it's holding here, and I don't even know why it's still trading. Like, I'm in shock. I understand why Binance. Sinner is back. Welcome back, Sinner. Hope you had a good day. I'm a bad actor. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've seen that you wish well, especially when you just, drop links for people to learn, but then you don't even read it yourself. But I know you were thinking, of helping, beginners. So you're definitely not one bad actor, okay? And besides, if you were a bad actor, you probably would not have came back to those streams, to my streams, okay? Because it's only pure TA here. So welcome back. I'm glad you're here too. I hope you had a good day, good evening, and so on. So Binance removed FTT. I completely understand why. I don't know why in the world it's still like in other exchanges, but it's still trading in other exchanges, still trading. We got it on, wow, we got it even on Poloniex. And this exchange is one of the OGs, okay? It's been here a good while. It's an Huobi, it's Coinex, BitGet. I think BitGet is pretty new, but wow. Binance just went ahead and delisted it. Like, I understand completely. BTC long term. Well, not much has changed. BTC long term, Sinner. Still same. To the downside, we discussed 14K. If 15.8 breaks, there's nothing holding us until 14K-ish areas. Let me just say be a bit more conservative, 13,700, okay? If that breaks, since we're talking long term, let's look at the monthly and weekly, right? If that breaks, if 14.7, 13.7 breaks, I would not be surprised if we see it around 11,600-ish dollars. Very much possible. Like, we got some, this is the support I see here, okay? First one, long term. Second one is around these areas, and if we see a wick to 10K, it's possible. It's possible. Like, I'm not gonna say it can't happen, because if we spend a lot of time, keep this in your minds, guys. If we spend a lot of time hovering around 11K, it's not a good sign for Bitcoin. It's not a good sign for Bitcoin. I'm repeating it again. That's not a good sign for Bitcoin. We better see buyers coming in around, if we lose, that is, if we lose 13.8, we better see buyers coming in around 11K fast. And I mean fast. If that doesn't happen, well, this is gonna be a bad, like, next year is gonna be horrible, just horrible, okay? I mean, we are in crypto winter. We've been in crypto winter, even though we've had summer a few months ago. We're still in crypto winter, okay? And to the upside, unless we break, because there are levels I've looked at to the higher, like to the upside, but I'm not gonna discuss that. You guys have to come back to the show, to the stream, okay? When we break, you know, 70,000. When we do, I've seen some levels through the fib and through other, you know, market analysis. I've seen what we can reach, and it's gonna be interesting. But if we hover around 11K for a good while, that's a bad thing for Bitcoin price. That's not a good thing. Looks like Bitcoin is dropping. Let's see now. Yeah, right now it looks like it. Looks like it, definitely. Yep. But again, like I said last time, we do have support for now. We do have support still, you know. First one would be around 16,200. We lose that one. Second one is this one. Because look at this, guys. 15,800 to 15,000, you know, but last time it pulled back from 15,500-ish areas. And this time, I mean, recent low, it pulled back from 15,800, okay? So let's see if this would, like, since we don't know what can happen in the market, we really do not know, okay? That's why I'm not saying, well, bottom is in here, or bottom is gonna be in at 14K. Like, we don't know. Let's see if there's anything telling us, you know, if I see any reversal patterns on both Western and Eastern, then I'm gonna come back and say, guys, it's time. It's time to keep your eyes open. But until then, I don't know. I do not know. Looking at this bearish engulfing candle, all I'm saying is, if this, let me just remove the drawings. Yeah, market is confused. I mean, market is confused, and I discussed why sooner. Like, if you go back to the stream, you're gonna know why. But because yesterday I forgot to mention this, which is very important. We do have hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. And I showed you, just go back to the stream, okay, whenever you can. And I showed you guys why it doesn't mean thing is going back up, because We saw something like this happen before and it completely tanked. It completely tanked. It just dipped hard, okay? Hence, we are at these levels today. Fine. But market is confused, sure, but look at this. Market was kind of confused at these levels as well, but what happened? Bam. Market confused at these levels. We went up a little bit, then bam. I'm not saying we can't see 18K, we can't see 20K. Like if we see this market confused action play out, okay? And by the way, let me just say, I'm so glad that you understand that market is confused, okay? Because I know you got it from this stream, so kudos to you. Like this makes me happy. I'm just seeing you guys, learn, and you're taking what you learn with you. Like it's perfect. It's awesome. But just because we see that market is confused, it doesn't mean we're gonna, skyrocket back, up to 25 or something. Because unless really, if we can't even close above 21, 21.5, it's nothing. It's nothing. Like, do not sit down and, like, I'm not dreaming about 25K if we can't even close above 21.5. Simple as that. We will see. I got my alarm ready around 15. I think it's 15. Let me see, 15,420 for a reason. If we break anywhere below these levels, hello 13.8-ish, hello 14K, like simple. Look at this sell pressure going on with the bearish engulfing candle, and this on the weekly. I had a friend ask me a good question the other day. He asked me if I've had a look at the yearly candle, and I said actually no, I haven't. Let's have a look at it when it comes to the index. Okay, now yearly candle, I hope he's watching or gonna be watching tomorrow. Okay, yearly candle, look at it. Just look at it. We have 1 month and 13 days left for the yearly candle to close. Ralph, it was you. Yeah, it was you. It was you. So yearly market is about to close in 1 month and 13 days, okay? Do you think if it closes anything like this is a good sign? Just logic, pure logic. Now that you know a bit more about candlesticks, does this look like a good candle for the bulls? What do you say, chat? Does it look good for the bulls if it closes anything like this? If you ask me, no. Just blank no, okay? So hopefully, since we still have a month and 13 days to go, a lot of things can happen in a month. Crypto, 24/7, a lot of things can happen, literally. So we'll see what happens if in some miraculous way Bitcoin closes, above, let's say 24, 25,000. Yep, it looks terrible. Good night, Ralph. Good night, Ralph. Thank you for joining. Glad you were here. And you always come with your spice. So I'm glad you were here. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll probably see each other tomorrow, or talk tomorrow, I mean. So if we can see a close above 24 or 25K, I can imagine us coming to 28. Let's just say around $30,000 ish. Okay, around $30,000 ish, okay? But more than that, I cannot, say much more. Like, look at this. Oh, MGT, are you going to bet too? So that's Bitcoin Center. I've actually never covered up the yearly on Bitcoin. It's been like a few months since I've done that. So I hope that answered your question. Ralph. Okay, okay, fine. Then I'm glad you're here. I'm probably gonna go off soon too. That was funny. Good night. I'm back. I don't want to miss your stream. Okay, fine. Welcome back. That was a fast sleep. I hope you had a nice sleep. I see MGT. I see MGT. You see, I just, love this community. This is quality. This is good people right here. So this bearish, bearish pennant that we have, bearish, thing going on here is not a good sign either. Like if this was in an uptrend, chances could have been that we go higher, like we see a breakout to the upper side, but since it's in a downtrend, no, no, I do not expect this, okay? I do not expect this right now because, yeah, if you see anything like this, okay, keep this in mind, guys. Take this with you, okay? If you see anything like this in a downtrend, probabilities are higher that it is gonna break down. If you see anything like this in an uptrend, probabilities are higher that it is gonna continue the trend to the upside if it breaks out to the upside, okay? If it breaks out. And I always like it when I see, some type of, for example, let's say this breaks down out of this line right here, okay? It breaks down. If it comes back, if it does anything like this, let me just draw it so you guys are following what I'm saying. So we come back down to these levels, okay? Then it comes back, it acts as resistance. Guys, it's gonna do something like this. You with me? If this line that has been acting as support suddenly becomes a resistance level, it's bye-bye, okay? So yeah, I was talking about Cardano. I think we covered it up because there's not much going on. Whoa, hold on. So we are at support. If we break Cardano's support around these levels, see eventually around 0.25, not much holding us, okay? But we have some new resistance Cardano, new resistance. Let me look at the daily just to double check. Yep. So new resistance around 0.34 to 0.35-ish levels. If we can break above that one, we can easily come to these levels around 0.36. It's not a big range, but you know what I mean. Where should one take the short once it breaks the line? You mean when it comes to Bitcoin? Probably when you see some type of confirmation, like let's say we're looking at it in an hourly, time frame, and you see it, well, to be a bit more conservative, and this is not financial advice, okay? We're talking theory, right? To be a bit more conservative, 15.8. You see break below 15.8 and it comes back and it gets rejected, like it breaks down, and then this acts as rejection, like something like this, okay? We come down, we do this, and then we continue down, okay? This, and then comes down, and then you see it being rejected again. When it tries to break out, say goodbye. And this is just an example. I'm not saying it's going to play out exactly like this. I'm just trying to give you a picture, okay? Then say goodbye, because from, well, keep on forgetting. From this point, let's say from 15.8, example, 15.8, let's say to this level, it's around $2,200. Okay, 13%. That's not a little bit when it comes to Bitcoin. 13% down. Okay, and let's say this completely fails. This support completely fails. It's not respected. Okay. That's around $4,300. That's like 30%. Like, things can get very ugly, very, very ugly if some miracle doesn't happen in the market like soon. Bitcoin, like the people I feel sorry for are the people who bought around 70K. Even Michael Saylor, like, he's probably having a bad time right now, a very bad time. I don't know if he's liquidated yet. Let me check that out because that's interesting. Hold on. So, Elon Musk was smart enough to sell his Bitcoins, but I don't think Michael Saylor has even sold one. And he's bought at high prices, guys. So according to Cointelegraph, he bought 301 Bitcoins for roughly 6 million at an average price of 19,851. Look where we are today, okay? 19,851, guys. Hold on. But in general, MicroStrategies, aka, you know, where he was the CEO before or something like that, Michael Saylor's entry price is roughly 30,000. Keep this in mind, $30,700 per Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? Like, I don't think he's happy to watch it right now. I think some countries like in South America invest a lot of Bitcoin. I feel sorry for them. Yes, yep. El Salvador. Yes, exactly. It is sad because, you know, it's not like the country is like powerful when it comes to resources like money and so on. So, I was kind of clapping for them when they got into Bitcoin. At the same time, I was not clapping because I was like, they should have waited. I don't know how one country can't just hire some analysts, to analyze the markets before they get in. Same thing with the Michael Saylor. Like, I'm pretty sure he has the money to just hire somebody, like maybe the top of the top, analyzers, just to analyze what's going on. But I don't know. It's like they went in blindly, and since they're thinking long term, they went in blindly. I understand, but at the same time, it's like, do you know how much you could have bought? Like, he could have bought so much more because let's see now. Let's see how much in total he bought for. 1 million. 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 Wow, this is wow. I feel so. It's horrible. So this was this was updated in June of this year, okay? In June of this year, and it states that MicroStrategy now holds approximately 129,699 bitcoins, which were acquired for about 3.98 billion. So 4 billion, okay? Let's just round it off. $4 billion. That's not a little like. So I don't think he's feeling good right now. Thank you, Ralph. Ralph, thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, if I was an analyst for Michael Saylor, I would have probably locked him in a room and told him no, just no. You are not buying now, no matter how much you want to buy it now, like no. Because Ralph, you know you remember like it's been a while, but you remember when I told you around 70,000, like when we were at these levels, I don't know if you remember this. I hope you remember this, but when we were at these levels, when it comes to Bitcoin, you remember me telling you it's gonna come back down and then we're gonna see it, back at these levels again, and then it's bye-bye. Do you remember that? He should definitely subscribe and learn TA. That much, yep. That much, yep. Yep, definitely, definitely. Like with all that money, that's the least you can do. Free education is not bad, but people, you remember that, right? And you remember how we were talking about, a lot of people are telling people it's gonna go to 100K and so on. Like, I wish I was streaming by then. I wish I was streaming, but unfortunately, I couldn't share it with the rest of the people that are watching today. But I knew it was kind of, done for Bitcoin around these levels. And when we were here at first time, me and Ralph were having a chat, and I told him, well, soon it's gonna be a nice, time to get in when it comes back down, to these levels. And then it's gonna go up, but that's gonna be the last time we see it at these prices for now. For now. And we're not gonna mention some influencers that were talking about it going to 100K, not 100K even, $1 million. $1 million. And I was just like, wow, people are hyping too much. Of course, it brings you viewers and all that. I understand that, but it's sad. Like, it's not the right thing to do. I don't like, I couldn't do that. I can't. Like, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to sit down and hype people and get them wrecked and have it in my conscience. Like, I can't. Yep, 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 Go. Yep. Moon boys. These moon boys. I mean, eventually one day, yes, but wrecking people in that way, it's not kind. It's not. It's really. Uh, like I don't wanna bash people, and I'm not bashing them, but they know who they are. It was not okay. Like, if you don't know, it's better to be quiet. It's better to be quiet. So, my lovely friends, chat, everybody, I think we did a lot of good, things today when it comes to the analyzing and so on. And I told you the most important thing about this divergence going on, as well as this, as this, pennant that we have, okay? Bear flag, in other words. So Just remember, I made my 2 hours. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, Ralph. Congratulations. Just remember, you learned a lot of things. It's for your own sake. You know, I'm telling you this for your own sake. If you come and watch, it's for your own sake, really. Um, so I'm glad you made it. I'm glad everybody in the chat made it. We learned about, some Japanese indicators. We learned what's going on with the market as well, and all that. So all good. This was a nice weekend stream. And Sunday is gonna be the one that's make or break time for, yeah, I've been on for more than 2 hours. Yeah, because like I told you, if there's hype in the chat, if there's important, questions and so on, like I don't mind being here a bit longer just, to clear things up, especially when I see there are people who wanna learn. Okay, I'm up for it. Thank you yourselves. Thank you for yourselves. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the love, the likes, the subscribes, and the views, and everything in between. And keep on smashing that like. Keep on, sharing with people you want to learn. Please, if you know they want to learn, keep on sharing. Otherwise, you know, quality over quantity. Okay. Thank you, McGo. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I'm glad you're learning. I'm glad. Like, I can't wait for you guys, to be members in Patreon and see, like, your journey, like, be with you and go through you, like, go with you on your journey. So can't wait for that. And don't forget, if like, be active on Discord. Share charts there so we can discuss what you're seeing. That's also another way of learning, you see. Um, Perfect, Ralph. Perfect. Like, it's gonna be fun. When soon, okay? Soon. Like they say, when soon, okay? It's like there's a lot of work I have to put behind it, a lot. So, as soon as possible, like a lot of hours go into it. Like it takes up a whole day for me to just put out like two things. I'm not gonna tell you what, but yeah, I wish it was tomorrow, but as soon as possible, that much as I can say, okay? I have a deadline for when I want it to be up. So hopefully by then it is gonna be up. But bear with me. Like I said, this is kind of a one-man show, so bear with me, okay? Um, so yeah, share this, channel with people want to learn, quality people, because let's fill this community with quality people who want to thrive together, okay? And please have your stop losses ready, okay? Be careful in this space. There are a lot of scammers, a lot of people with misleading information, unfortunately, okay? So be careful out there, and thank you all. Much love to all of you, and I will see you on the next one, okay? Good night from me. This is your host, Dana.